Ever met someone who makes you wonder if their brain is running on dial-up in a 5G world? Yeah, me too. Here are 16 signs of low intelligence most people completely ignore. And if you recognize yourself in any of these, well, buckle up, Buttercup. Sign 1, the I already know everything energy. You know that person who has an opinion on everything but has never read a single book about anything. You mention climate change. They say, it's all a hoax. You ask, oh, have you read the research? They say, I don't need to, I just know. Their brain is a locked room. They threw away the key, set the room on fire, and blamed you for the smoke. It is an intellectual flaw, a shortening of the imagination, and reveals an ignorance of Gothic proportions, as well as a truly laughable lack of curiosity. Said by Toni Morrison. That's not confidence, that's intellectual bankruptcy with a fancy hat. Sign 2, the human megaphone. They think volume equals validity. The louder they shout, the more right they must be. At a dinner party, they're practically screaming about politics while everyone else is trying to enjoy their pasta. They're not debating, they're performing. Congratulations, you've confused your vocal cords with your IQ score. Never be the brightest person in the room because you won't learn anything. Said by James Watson, Nobel laureate. The loudest person in the room is rarely the smartest. Sign 3, the anecdote assassin. Present them with a statistical fact, and they'll destroy it with one story about their cousin's neighbor's dog. You say, actually, flying is statistically safer than driving. They respond, that's not true. My uncle died in a plane crash in 1987. Yes, Karen, your uncle's tragedy has officially disproven decades of aviation safety data. Someone called the Nobel Committee. When a speaker or writer tries to support a general claim by offering a story, he commits this fallacy. A story is just a single incident. Logical fallacy definition. Sign 4, the social media believer. If it's on Facebook, it must be true. If it has a meme format, it's basically peer-reviewed science. I saw this video that says 5G towers cause COVID. It had 10 million views. Ah yes, the University of TikTok, renowned for its rigorous fact-checking department. Don't believe everything you read on the social media. Decide whether it makes sense because the person who posted it might have a private agenda. Said by Wole Soyinka, Nobel laureate. Sign 5, the one-move chess player. They can't think 2 steps ahead. Every decision is made in isolation, like a toddler playing chess with no concept of consequences. Why should I pay school taxes? I don't even have kids. Because better schools mean fewer criminals, more economic opportunity, and a society that doesn't collapse into chaos. But sure, save that $47. I only see one move ahead, but it is the best move. Said by Jose Raul Capablanca, world chess champion. A good chess player thinks multiple moves ahead. A bad one only plays the move right in front of them. Sign 6, the insult specialist. Can't win an argument with logic, just attack the person. You make a valid point. They respond with, wow, you're so stupid. Your mum must be so disappointed. When you have no arguments, insults are the duct tape of debate. It doesn't fix anything, but it makes a lot of noise. Insults are the arguments employed by those who are in the wrong, said by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Sign 7, the blame game champion. They make the same mistakes over and over, and it's never, ever their fault. 3rd breakup this year. 3rd time they blame their ex for being too sensitive. 3rd time they refuse to look in the mirror. Their life is a Groundhog Day of bad decisions, and they're the only one who doesn't see the pattern. A man may make mistakes, but he isn't a failure until he starts blaming someone else. Said by John Wooden, legendary UCLA basketball coach. Sign 8, the sarcasm-proof brain. Everyone's laughing, they're not. Sarcasm flies over their head like a 747 over a cornfield. You say, oh great, another Monday, just what I needed. They respond, but Monday is the first day of the work week. Their brain processes language like a toaster processes a smartphone, completely incompatible. Sarcasm is the body's natural defense against stupidity, said by common saying. If sarcasm often leaves you the only one not chuckling, it's not a unique sense of humor at play. Sign 9. The I'm so smart. Flex. The smartest people I've ever met never told me they were smart. The dumbest ones, it's literally their opening line. You know, I have a really high IQ. People tell me all the time. If you have to announce it, it's probably not true. It's like wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm funny. I've never had someone who I would consider intelligent tell me how smart they are. Sign 10. The black and white thinker. Everything is either amazing or terrible. People are either saints or villains. There is no gray area. None. You disagreed with me once. You're literally the worst person I've ever met. Their brain has two settings, 0 and 100. There is no 47. There is no nuance. There is only chaos. The truth is rarely pure and never simple, said by Oscar Wilde. Not realizing that everything has nuances is black and white thinking at its finest. Sign 11. The headline Parrot. They read the headline. They form an opinion. They never read the article. The study says coffee causes cancer. The study actually said coffee might slightly increase risk in mice if consumed in ridiculous amounts. They're like a parrot that learned one phrase and repeats it endlessly, except parrots are cuter. It is parrot journalism, journalism on autopilot, where little or no effort is made to weigh the truth in what is said. Sign 12. The never wrong warrior. Admitting a mistake? That's for weaklings. They'd rather die on a hill made of incorrect information. You show them proof they're wrong. They double down, then triple down, then start questioning your sources. Their ego is a fortress. Facts are the battering ram. The fortress never falls. Facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passions, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence, said by John Adams. Sign 13, the empathy vacuum. Cruelty isn't just a personality flaw, it's often a sign of cognitive limitation. They mock the homeless. They laugh at people who struggle. They think empathy is soft. Their emotional intelligence is so low they'd need a ladder to reach the floor. Cruelty is easy and it breeds only misery. Kindness is harder, and you have to be brave to give it, said by L.H. Cosway. Ignorance breeds anger because when people are too stupid to understand the world, they just lash out. Sign 14, the I don't ask for help hero. They'd rather fail alone than ask for directions, literally and metaphorically. Lost in a parking garage for 45 minutes, refuses to ask the attendant, I got this. Their pride is a life raft, and they're drowning, but at least they're drowning independently. Low IQ people who often need the most help and support from others are also the least likely to actually ask for it when they need it. Sign 15, the know-it-all who knows nothing. They have an answer for everything. None of the answers are correct, but they have them quickly. How does electricity work? It's like water through pipes. And gravity? Things fall, obviously. They're Wikipedia if Wikipedia was written by a confident toddler. I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing, said by Socrates. There is a lot of power in simply saying, I don't know. Sign 16, the Interruption Junkie. They don't listen. They just wait for their turn to speak. You're in the middle of a sentence and they cut you off. Not because they're excited, because they don't care what you think. Every conversation is a competition, and they must win. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply, said by Stephen R. Covey. If you can't let someone finish a thought without jumping in, you're not having a conversation. You're just performing a monologue. And nobody's clapping. Stay sharp. Look, intelligence isn't about knowing everything. It's about being curious enough to learn, humble enough to admit you're wrong, and self-aware enough to recognize when you're the one making the mistakes. If you saw yourself in any of these signs, good. That's the first step. If you didn't, well, maybe take another look. We're all guilty of at least a few of these sometimes. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge, said by Stephen Hawking. Now go read a book, ask a question, admit you don't know something. Your brain will thank you.